Hello farmers, Rever here, back with another episode of American Outback. And we are right after the harvest. Not much has happened since I left you. Got done looking at the spreadsheet at the end of the last video. And if you did watch the last video, you'll know that we decided that today we needed to spray herbicide BB on each of those fields. And also we'll spread some lime out. So here we are sitting by our tractor. And again, you can spray, the herbicides before or after you plant. In addition, spraying the lime, if you remember, we don't get any kind of a bonus when we use the rapid seeder cultivating planter. It's only when you use a real cultivator. So we're not worried about how much lime we get either. So let's refill this guy. And then we'll take the big hit switching over to BB. There we go. So we're at BB. $20,000 or so. It says 312, but my money went down $20,000. Oops, we left that header wagon out there. Alright, so let's see. Even though I'm probably just going to spray this manually, I do like to open up this course. So we're going to spray field 12. Yep, start right here. Let's get this out and up. And we'll back off my view some, so I can see the ends of my sprayer. And get the GPS mod going. And let's click again so we get this. Turn it 90 degrees, and then if we hit F1, we can see which course. So we are on the right course, number 1. And even though this says save, it's save/load. Wish they would switch that around. So this will load the course in, and then we'll need to move it over to the edge of the field here, quite a ways. So yeah, I also went back and looked at the video and noted exactly how much we got from each field. So we got about 38,000 from field 13 and about 40,000 or so from field 14. Alright, so are we ready? Yep, GPS is set. Let's put it in cruise control and start spreading some herbicide. So we'll look at that next time we look at the spreadsheet. Hopefully I'll remember, and we'll be able to try to make a prediction. I tell you right now, it's not going to change a whole lot. The difference between 9.2 and 9.6 is not a huge difference in the yield. So, all right. Well, let me. I think I'm just going to spray and spread all 3 fields. We'll just fast forward right through the whole kit and caboodle, and then I'll come back and we'll get into the next thing. There we go, guys. We got the fields sprayed with herbicide and some lime. It didn't take overly long. Still don't know what that X is right there. And now, if you don't know what's coming next, I give you 3 guesses. Let's go park this guy. Oh, I gave it away almost. Let's go planting. So, I think I'm going to plant the same things in the same field. So, barley in this field 12, and then wheat in the other 2. And if nothing else, that gives me a chance to see how the prediction goes. So that means we need to remember where we planted the rapid seeder, and I think I can see it from here. Alright, let's zoom in a little bit. Let's get out from this barn. It's messing me up, I think. Now let's zoom in a little bit. And back up. Let's see how good we are. That's not the rapid seeder. Not very good, are we? That's close enough. Alright, so we have some wheat seeds in there. We are going to need more. So I left herbicide in that sprayer, which is rather expensive to leave sitting there. But I figure it's sort of like having a piggy bank you can't break into. So we will refill this guy. So we're going to have a boatload of wheat once field 21 comes around. In the meantime, we'll plant this again. And I might as well, doesn't make any difference, go do 13 and 14 first. On the way out there, I want to show you guys something. Nothing that big deal. Back the view out a little bit so we can see the back of the machine when we're going around the field. As we come up here, take a look at these telephone poles. I have never seen telephone poles that don't go anywhere. I mean, I'm sure we have them somewhere in the United States, but these just go to nothing. Now, I can understand you didn't want to run them across the field, but even then, you'd maybe turn them down that other little road right there. So, anyway. I mean, then that guy over there in his barn doesn't even have power. It doesn't look like. They could have run them down there. Who knows, maybe nowadays they go underground, right? Alright, so I will get these fields planted, and I will be back when they're done. And we have the fields planted. Let's take a quick look at what that looks like. There we go. So they're like baby blue again. And yep, we got some barley in this one and wheat in those two. Looks like we'll be ready to harvest our corn and canola. So that means we're going to need to get ourselves a corn header, which I do not believe we have. Let's look in the garage real quick. Oh, there's the regular header. Usually it would be right next to it. So yeah, we'll have to pick up a corn header. It's alright, we still have a few bucks left, plus I'm assuming... Turn off the GPS. But harvesting corn will definitely be for another episode. So what I'm going to do now is, let's run back to the house. We'll go to the spreadsheet. This will pretty much wrap up this episode. I'm sure it'll be long enough, even with the fast forwarding. But we got our field sprayed with BB and lime. And we'll have some more money coming. I'm not sure if we're going to sell many of these crops because, well, I don't know. I want to do a little bit of math on the tomato factory over there. But I have to get a method of picking up those tomatoes first. Let's get that guy closer to this edge. There we go. Let's go wash this dirty tractor too. And we'll zoom in on them. There we go. Alright, so we're washing the tractor, get it nice and clean. I wonder if we can wash the tractor and the weight at the same time. Sometimes you can when you overlap them like this. The weight's almost clean. Yeah, the tractor's definitely getting clean too. This guy's standing there a little bit dirty. I don't know if I can reach that second one. Yeah. They weren't very dirty to begin with. Alright, so let's head into the house. Alright, now let's head into the house. Let's go through another door. We always go in that one door. Let's see if this door over here works. This is like the front door anyhow. Alright, I'll see you at the spreadsheet in a second. Okay guys, here we are at the spreadsheet looking at field number 12, and we sprayed the herb and lime, so I will come in here and give it cyan number 2. The other thing we did is I came in and wrote down how much we had actually harvested, and on this particular one I wanted to just show you, I sat there fiddle farting with it and got it to it was about as accurate as you could imagine. So what we'll do is we put this score in each one of these. As long as we plant the same crop and not too much has changed as far as, I don't know, tram lines or whatever else might affect it, we should be able to get a fair estimate of how much we'll get off of that field. So when I say fair estimate, if it's within 5%, I consider that good. 10%, it's getting kind of off a little far, but at the same time, you know, it sort of depends on a number of factors, but apparently, because it doesn't work out to be exact every time. I can tell you that from experience. So we would expect to get about a little bit more, which makes sense, but the difference between that is, don't be surprised if we get a little bit less. It's hardly a noticeable difference. Two very good scores. Now you can see if we got an 8.3, you'd only get 65,000. So that's a pretty good difference there. So, all right, let's do the same thing with this one. PB and field 14 is the same. So this is where I split this one out, put that score in. I guess we can do this. And again, as long as we're planting the same crop, this should work. The only field that I don't really plan on keeping the same crop each time is going to be field number 21. Let's move this over so you can see everything. There we go. Yep, so we got 42, so I got that, reasonably close. On the other screen, I couldn't see this, so I forgot to write it in. So we'll plant, oops, let's do this, mist, wheat, wheat, all right, enough of that. And if you watched the last video, there's nothing to spray or do with any of the rest of the fields. So we are done the spraying for today. Next time we do any field work will be on, well, we'll have to spray fields 12, 13, and 14 with some PK. But also fields 20 will need to be harvested. It's just corn. And we'll get some canola off of field number 27. Then we'll be able to get our yield score here. Base yield, I usually call it. And once we know our base yield, it should be able to estimate the rest of the days. So there you go. And, well, we will do field work if you count cutting the grass. So we'll see what happens here as far as getting the grass cut here on day 5. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm going to cut it off here. And we will be back in the next episode to take care of something. Not sure if we'll do the grass or the running around work again, but we need to keep our moonshine and tomatoes going for a little while. So I will see you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.